Britain First and Donald Trump are in many ways Twitter creations. The former is a far-right group that uses social media to peddle anti-Muslim propaganda videos and spread fear and hate. The latter is the President of the United States, who has used social media to beat in his words fake news and speak directly to the people. So imagine the delight of Jada Franson, the deputy leader of Britain First, when the leader of the free world decided to retweet her controversial posts under the presidential seal, which supposedly show Muslims engaging in acts of violence and religious desecration. No matter that these videos could well be the sort of fake news the president so hates. Image: Donald Trump retweeted 3 videos by a Britain First deputy leader. Donald Trump retweeted these videos and has around 44 million followers, tweeted Franson. God bless you, Trump. God bless America. Her delight was matched only by Theresa May's horror. The man who murdered Labour politician Jo Cox last year reportedly shouted Britain First before he shot and stabbed the mother of 2. To the Prime Minister, and millions more Britons. This far-right group is the antithesis of the values this country represents: decency, tolerance and respect. But the question is this: will she do anything about it beyond a verbal rebuke? Mr. Trump's state visit was already controversial. Today it became entirely unthinkable for many MPs. The controversies of the Trump presidency has already put paid to plans for the procession up the Mall and a state banquet amid warnings of mass protests on the streets. More than 1.8 million Britons signed a petition this year demanding that the president be prevented from making a state visit to the UK. It has also been delayed, with the president reportedly telling the Prime Minister he didn't want to come until the British public supported his coming, as his visit was shunted back from this year to 2018. To revoke the invite would be too bold a gesture from this timid Prime Minister. The strategic risk is simply too great. Beth Rigby, one government source, joked yesterday that President Trump's Twitter action might kick it further into the long grass still. The grass has just got as long as the grass can get for him. But to revoke the invite would be too bold a gesture from this timid Prime Minister. The strategic risk is simply too great. There was a reason that Mrs. May rushed over to Washington and invited Trump to Britain just 7 days after his inauguration. Brexit is on the horizon and she needs a trade deal with the world's biggest economy and Britain's most powerful ally. With those discussions now underway, there was a joint scoping exercise in Washington in July and a similar meeting in London this month. Mrs. May will be loath to rock the boat. We won't pull it, says one minister. The status of the office of the president overrides the bad behavior on this part. And that's the rub. President Trump may not be in the eyes of many British citizens befitting of the office, but the US remains one of the UK's oldest and closest allies. President Trump's Twitter handle could be gone in 3 years' time. The special relationship has far longer to run. Sky Views is a series of comment pieces by Sky News editors and correspondents, published every morning. Previously on Sky Views, Alastair Bunkle, missing sub brings old foes together.